how much you making each month after tax?
I'd say like 20K.
Good for you, dude. What do you have in savings?
260 in a high yield savings. I don't know what to do with it, and that's why I'm here.
Good problem to have. So what's up? How can I help you?
Yeah, so I just wanted to do a quick analysis of my expenses and what I can do with any extra cash I have.
What's your age?
I'm 23.
And how much you making each month after tax?
I run my own business, self-employed. I'm very conservative with my numbers, but I'd say like 20K.
20K per month after tax?
Yeah, and expenses.
Wow, awesome. Okay, we'll get into that in a second. Do you have any debt?
Yeah, I have a car, 4,000, and then I do have a mortgage of 700K.
And then what are your expenses each month?
So that would be my portion of rent and every other living expense, or mortgage at least, would be like 5K.
What do you have in savings?
I have 260 in a high yield savings. That's it.
What do you have in assets?
I have 70K total, 35 in a solo 401 and 35 in a regular brokerage.
Holy moly. Okay, so you are 23 years old. You make around 20K per month after tax. You have around $700,000 in debt. That is, a mortgage is 700K, 4,000 for a car loan. Your expenses are about 5,000 per month. You have $260,000 in a high yield savings and about 70K in stocks. Insane. What do you do for work?
I am a photographer.
A photographer? How the
Yeah.
hell do you make that much?
Average order value, volume, and I guess location.
Where are you located?
Boston, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Okay, that's crazy. Are you just solo, or do you have people that you work with?
Yeah, no, I'm solo, and I want to be transparent. The 20K is really undershooting. I've had months that I've done way more, but I want to be I'm very conservative with all my numbers.
So what's the highest
So-
month you've had?
Before expenses and taxes and everything, 57 has been the highest month.
Wow. Is it just photos, or do you video also?
Photo video, yeah.
What are the gigs? Like, are they weddings?
It's 100% real estate.
That makes perfect sense. How did you start this? You're 23 and you have this photography business making a shitload of money. When did you start and how did you start?
Yeah, so I started as a junior in college, so 2.5 years ago. I've always been entrepreneurial. My first year, I did like 30K total. And then my second year, which is my senior year, which I kind of slacked off in school, I did 130.
Wow.
But I've always been a photographer my whole life. It's a passion of mine.
Even better. So you're making good money and you like your job. That's the
Yeah,
dream.
I love it.
Good for you, man. Congrats on the success, really. So we have a shitload of cash. Can you tell me about this?
Yeah, that is basically from the last 2 years of just not spending a lot. When you make 40K, it just goes into your account and it just adds up too quick. Like I said, I don't know what to do with it, and then that's why I'm here.
The only consumer debt you have is a car. Do you plan on keeping the loan around the $4,000?
Not particularly. I could pay that off easily. I just don't know why I'm not.
Okay, yeah. Pay it off, dude. Easy. Now you mentioned you have a solo 401k.
Yeah, so they set that up for me last year when I did taxes so that I could deduct all of that.
I'm surprised they didn't have you do the max. Like you can do 23.5 as the employee and then I think like 25% of net business profit for the employer.
I think I took a little bit less so that I could be qualified to buy the house, which I bought this year.
What's the interest rate on the house?
It is 6.25.
Are you having fun in life? Are you spending money on yourself?
Yeah, no, I think majority of my fun comes from work and shooting and, managing the business. I mean, I have phone calls all the time. I love putting clients in my calendar and working everything around it. That's where majority of my fun is. I will build out a team eventually. For now, it's been crazy good, so.
Good for you, dude. Any goals?
I think the longest term goal is to try to pay this house down. It's not a huge priority. It's a 30-year loan, so I think maybe 20 or 15 is doable, especially if I can continue scaling and growing my business. But there's just so much excess that you just don't know what to do.
So much excess money? Good problem to have.
Yeah, because I don't know. I want to put it in stocks a little bit, but I also want to save it for just anything. I like having the cash.
So you have cash. Our options are pay off the house early or invest or a mix of both. I mean, have you ever heard the expression, ¿por qué no los dos? Why not both?
You can do both?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you want to pay off your house early, you could put excess cash towards that. Let's say let's just go with a number here. You have an extra 5,000. So you can just do 2.5 for stocks and extra 2.5K of principal payment into your house. That way you're getting a little bit of everything. Is the mortgage stressing you out at all?
No, it's not stressful at all. If I'd lost my job, then yes, but It's been consistent for 3 years.
That's good. You have a lot of cash here. So what I was going to say is your expenses are 5K per month. So if you want to do like 9 months of expenses, that's $45,000. How would you feel about having that instead of 260K?
Yeah, I think I'd want a little bit more just so I can. We're trying to do a couple projects around the house, like renovating the kitchen a little bit. But again, I'm just cash flowing that. Like I don't touch the savings. I just run it through what I make a day, and I just cash flow. So if our kitchen renovation right now it's currently underway, it's gonna end up being about 35K, and I plan on just spending the next 2 months of my profits on that.
How much would you feel comfortable having just for emergencies? Because 260K is a lot. I don't think you need 260K. There's an opportunity cost here, right?
Yeah, I feel like 50K is fine.
I'm cool with 50 if you are.
I can swing 50 and be okay. I think I'd be a little bit nervous, but
that's the thing. There's a balance of I want you to feel good about it because yeah, we can put this money to work, but if you're just stressed out 24/7, then it may not be worth it.
Stressed out with that.
So then it sounds like we have an extra 200K to work with here to do stuff with.
So that's what I don't know what I want to do, and obviously I know that you can't time the market or whatnot, but there's always just one part of me like putting it in at the top. But I know I've been adding steadily over the past 2 years. So but yeah, 200K to do anything with is scary.
So here are my thoughts. That's just the same as before. Sounds like you're interested in paying off the home early, so you could potentially just do 100K principal into the home and then just do 100K straight into your investment accounts. You can max out your solo 401K, you can max out your Roth IRA. You have to do a backdoor Roth IRA conversion. To back up what data, you mentioned that you're kind of nervous about putting it all in at once and timing the market, stuff like that, right? So Charles Schwab, they have a good article about various different investment styles. They basically had a bunch of research done. They have these various cases. There's someone named Peter here who is a perfect market timer, someone who invested right away, someone who did dollar cost averaging, someone who had shitty timing for the market. And the results were obviously the perfect timer won, but the next best performer was the person who invested immediately, the lump sum investor. Shortly after, it was the person doing dollar cost averaging, just a fixed amount every single month, no matter what Trump does, no matter what happens in the stock market, whatever. Right. So based on this data, dumping that 100K in is likely the best option according to them. But if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can break it up into, 12 payments, like whatever you're comfortable with. I say just put that money to work.
Yeah, definitely. I think you're right with that. I think I feel comfortable putting the 100K.
And if you want to do you can play with these numbers. If you want to do more into the home, less into the home, more into stocks, put it all into the home. With your current situation, dude, you have so much flexibility because you make so much damn money. You can just do whatever, Just to kind of wrap this up here, you're gonna pay your car off first. Super easy. You have the money to do it. Keep at least 50K for an emergency fund in your high yield savings. You can leave extra for home remodeling, any other short-term goals that'll be in the high yield savings. And then everything else that's not being used in the short term, you can invest it, put it into the principal of your home. A little bit of both, kind of choose your own adventure at that point. I love talking with people who have money because it's a great reminder that money problems aren't always about not having enough. Sometimes it's having more than you expected and not knowing what to do with it. But on the flip side, I sat down with a 20-year-old college student who's living paycheck to paycheck. Here's how we saved him around $500 per month.